Becca Stevens is een Amerikaanse jazz, pop en folkzangeres en tevens gitarist. En niet zomaar één. Vermaard jazzzanger Kurt Elling noemt haar in zijn top 5 van favoriete vocalisten. En onlangs toerde ze nog met de met een Grammy Award bekroonde band Snarky Puppy. Vanavond presenteert Becca Stevens Regina, wat meer is dan alleen een albumtitel. Regina is ook haar alter ego en tevens muze. Of kunnen we beter spreken van een denkbeeldig vriendje? We gaan het haar vragen. Welkom bij Paradox Live.
Before anything, the one I'm with. Anything, relationship. Before anything, the one I'm with. Anything, relationship. You make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with you. Make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with you. Make me before anything began between us. You were like my best friend, the one I used to run and talk to when me and my girl was having problems. You used to say it would be okay, suggest little nice things I should do. When I go home at night and lay my head down, all I seem to think about was you. How you make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along that you make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along. And what's bad is you're the one that hooked us up, knowing it should have been you. And what's sad is that I love her, but I'm falling for you. What should I do? Should I tell my baby bye-bye? Should I do exactly what I feel inside? Cause I don't wanna go, don't need to stay, but I really need to get it together. Make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with you. Make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with. At this point, the situation's out of control. I never meant to hurt her, but I gotta let her go. And she may not understand while all of this is going on. I tried to fight, but the feeling's just too strong. You make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with you. Make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about a ring.
Stevens. Such an honor to have you.
Thank you for having me, Sabina.
I'm so curious. Should I say Becca Stevens or should I say Regina?
Becca Stevens.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But tonight you're here in Paradox presenting, what should I call it? Project, Regina? Or
Sure.
album? Or
Both. I would say it's my new album, but it's more than that too, because it's the theme of the album and it's also the character that, with any luck, will follow me through the rest of my life.
Because I read something about that on your website, and it's like an alter ego or a tribute to queens.
Mm-hmm. It takes on different forms. It's like an alter ego sometimes when I'm writing or performing, that gives me strength and focus and sort of takes me outside of myself, but also at the same time helps me to go deeper into myself. And but then, like you said, it can take on different forms in that sense as well. Yeah.
So how did you get started with this project? What initiated it?
It started out as a fascination with Queen Elizabeth I, and in the beginning of my writing, it was just using the word queen and writing about different queens throughout history and literature. So there was a song early on that I wrote using Shakespeare's Queen Mab speech from Romeo and Juliet, and then I also wrote a song for Freddie Mercury using all of his interview quotes, the lead singer of Queen. And so early on it was like specific queens and evolved from there.
But why did you want to do that? What was
Something just spoke to me about it, like something drew me. Initially, I was just really inspired by Queen Elizabeth's strength and determination, and like the role that she was in as a woman at that time, and how fascinating that was to me. And also, I was intrigued by her love affair with Robert Dudley, supposed love affair with Robert Dudley. And I don't know, you can't ever really say why things inspire you exactly. It's just that feeling of like a match being caught and then you're stuck and you have to write it, you know.
So do you recognize maybe similar challenges in a way? Are there similarities there?
With Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah. I mean, do you identify?
Well, I think anything that inspires us, we're identifying with it on some level. And I guess when I was, when I went down that YouTube wormhole that brought me into this project, I was just thinking about how she had such responsibility and how that was, a lot of people say was like keeping her from marrying, which I can't say that I identify with that because I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
But I can say that I can identify with career making relationships very difficult because there's, you have sort of two lives and they take away from each other, but they also add to each other. But it's a challenge for sure.
Modern paintings are like women. You'll never enjoy them if you try to understand them. Modern paintings are like women. You'll never enjoy them if you try to understand them. This is a disease, darling. I'm not going to be a star. I am going to be a legend. Excess is part of my nature. My baby, I like women. Never enjoy them if you try to understand. I hate pockets and trousers. Oh, by the way, I do not wear hose. My hose is my home. No bottle down there. I dress to kill the peacefully. I want it all. I want it now. if you try to understand. There's heaviness, there's heavy night. How did you make it? That's all anybody wants to know. I'm getting this, I'm seeing that. Is this what you're saying? If you see it, darling, then it's so. The others don't like my interviews, and frankly I don't care much for theirs. You either have the magic or you don't. There's no way you can work up to it. I wanna lead the Victorian life, surrounded by exquisite clutter. I really need danger and excitement. I don't regret, I'm just me, I'm just me. I want it all and I want it now. I want it all and I want it now. I want it all and I want it now. I want it all and I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I'm not your fool, and I'm gonna get tomorrow. I want it now. I don't give a damn. I want it now. I want it now.
Are you already working on new things, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on my last album, a couple of the songs were settings of poems by this poet named Jane Tyson Clement, whose family and estate I got connected to through setting her poetry, and they've since reached out to me to put together like a beautiful book of her poems with artwork and an accompanying CD of my settings of her poetry. So I'm going to be writing those settings soon, and also have some stuff on the horizon with David Crosby and lots of things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really seems so. That's great.
Yeah.
I want to skip back a little bit because this is all in the present and current. But I wonder what got you started in music, or when did it start for you?
The day that I was born, my dad played an Irish fiddle tune in the delivery room, and I was literally born into a band. I'm the youngest of three, and there was already a family band when I was born, so I just went straight into the...
It started straight away.
Yeah, straight away.
That's so interesting. That's so beautiful.
It is. So it's very... Singing especially is very natural for me. Not so much... Guitar is still like an alien to me, but... Yeah, singing is my old friend.
Yeah. So did you ever question it? Because I can't imagine that, people who were not born into music like you are, they at some point realized, I want to be in music. And for you, it was already a given. So did you at some point wonder, is this something I actually really want? Or
Yeah. I think everybody has periods of questioning, no matter what their upbringing is, or I still have times where I question why I do this thing that is so difficult to it's not like deciding to be a doctor where if you work hard and you do exactly the things that you're supposed to do, you will get paid. Like art is not really that way right now, especially in America. You can't guarantee that you'll get paid, and that's such like a terrifying thing, So there are times when I question it, and but I've never had the problem of feeling like I wanted to give up for an extended period of time, and also there were times like as a kid and as a teenager when I thought maybe I wanted to do other things, but when I was about 16, I think ever since I was 16, I've known that music was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your hopes and dreams?
I'd like to tour in a tour bus. I have like very reachable goals right now. I want to tour in a tour bus. I want to tour with a sound man, which I'm going to do in July. Yeah, I'd like to like sort of like expand my team, especially after this tour with Snarky Puppy. I was like, I want that, I want that, I want that.
Excellent.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that you will get all of those things and much more. All
Thank
the
you.
things you want.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Carved a heart in a dogwood tree. Found a song in everything. Nothing to lose and nothing to gain. Barefoot dancing in the pouring rain. Oh no, no, no. Regina, won't you come back home? Done a daddy proud, made a mama shine. Found beauty in the night through a child's eyes. Lit up life like a firefly. Never knowing that that fire could die. No, no, no. Regina, won't you come back home? Ooh, ooh, Regina, won't you come back home? She lost her way along a wandering path. She can't get it back. She can't get it back. But it's the wanderer who finds her soul. And Lord only knows you had a long road. Regina, won't you come back home? Regina, won't you come back home? She loved your man, he let her down. She took an apron for a crown. She knew a girl who lived out loud, but she don't ever come around no more. Regina, won't you come back home? What happened to you? What happened? What happened to you? Time flew by, and she let it go. Used to lie, but now she don't. Little girl dreams all turned to stone. Spends all day on the telephone, saying no, no, no. She lost her way along the wandering path. She can't